And today we're going to be going into turtle graphics, and we're going to be drawing a we're going to be drawing a starry night. So basically your screen, your ideally shell will fill up with stars to make a beautiful scene. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like the video. Okay, let's get right into the video now. Okay, sure, let's see. To outline our project, we're going to have a flowchart. Our flowchart is going to be quite simple. It's going to have no questions to be asked or decisions to be made. Once the turtle has drawn the first star in our starry night, the program loops back and repeats the star drawing steps non-stop until you quit. How does this work though? The code for this project draws star shapes at random locations in a turtle graphics window. You'll write Python code to create a function that can draw a single star. Then you'll make a loop that repeats it over and over, drawing lots of different stars all over the screen. Now let's start by drawing our first star that we will then put into a loop. To draw multiple stars with different shapes and sizes and color. So your stars will have color. Create a new file in your IDLE window. You will need IDLE for this, so make sure that's downloaded on your Mac or Windows. Okay, let's start by importing turtle. To import turtle, and let's abbreviate turtle as T. Okay, now let's get right into our program. We need to write some instructions. Before we start. Add this code that I'm typing right now into your shell window. Okay, the coordinates I just put here this is the angle formed by each star point shown in degrees. Now let's create a for loop for I in range, points, the points on the star, indent, forward, size, set more parameters. The variables in the parentheses are called parameters. We're going to adjust those parameters when we call up our function. Okay, this for loop makes the turtle repeat the same movement for each point of the star. Now let's start by drawing a test star. So let's run our code. We have an invalid syntax here. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget your colon at the end. Okay. Okay, as you can see, turtle is drawing the star. Perfect. The turtle arrow moves in the window, drawing lines as it goes. This star is drawn one line at a time. So not immediately. You will see it draw one line at a time. Okay. Now, let's move on. We need to add an angle calculator. It would be good to be able to draw stars with different numbers of points. Let's make a new change to our code. This code that we're going to be typing will calculate the angle of the turns that the turtle needs to make to draw a star with however many points you choose. So let's start, instead of making the angle 144, let's add an equation. 180 minus 180 divided by points. Okay. The angle depends on the number of points the star has. The number of points will determine the angle size. Okay, let's move on. Now let's add some color to our stars. We've drawn a nice and neat star, but it looks rather dull at the moment. Let's add some color to make it more attractive. We're going to change our code as shown, and to paint our star yellow. So let's paint our star yellow. Okay, so before our for loop, let's add t.color, this line of code, and we're going to make our star yellow. And let's type t.begin_fill to fill our star with color. The first code, t.color, will set the star's color to yellow. The second line, t.begin_fill, will start filling the star with color. And once we want to finish our fill, after our loop is over, we're going to say t.endFill with nothing in our parentheses. Okay. Now we want to draw different stars. We're going to try changing the number after the equal sign in the variable points, and you'll see that you can draw different stars. We're going to note that the code only works for stars with an odd number of points. Even numbers will mess things up in this code. On some computers, your star might look slightly different or even have a hole in the middle. The appearance of Python's turtle graphics can vary depending on the type of computer you use. So if your star does not turn out like mine, it doesn't mean your code is wrong. Just don't worry about it. As long as there's no syntax error, you should be good. The next steps will wrap up our star as a Python function. We'll then be able to use that function to draw a sky that's teeming with stars. Now let's create a star function. So under our import turtle st, right here, one line below, let's define a new function. So we're gonna call our function draw._star, and we're gonna have our parameters points, size, color, which is gonna be color, x, and y, which is gonna be our coordinates, and then colon up, and then t.pen up, which will bring our Python turtle pen up, so it won't be drawing. Okay, you start drawing actually. So moving on, t.go to xy. The x and y coordinates set the position of the star on the screen. So this will set the position of the star on your screen. Now let's put our pen down. So t.pen up takes the pen up, so the pen is not drawing now, and t.pen down puts the pen on the paper, and now turtle will start drawing. Let's use our angle equation. Angles equals angle equal 180 minus 180. A bit of math here, guys. A little bit of math. Okay, and good. Now let's add color to our code. So add color to our stars. So let's use our t.color and make our parameters col, which will stand for color. And then we're going to t.begin_fill. So just start filling our star up, and yeah, it should be good for our draw star function. Okay, and then let's take this line of code here, copy it, okay, and put it down here. Okay, for iron range, and then be sure to indent the t.forward and the t.right. Right, okay. And then let's end our fill. Oh no, we already ended it. Okay, end the fill. Okay, perfect. Okay, edit your code as I've shown you here. This code replaces nearly all of your existing code with a new version. The large block wraps up all the star drawing instructions and keeps them neatly together as a function. You can now use this function to draw a star in your main code with a single line of Python. Draw_star. This makes functions really a lot useful. It makes it so useful. See, look, all of our huge blocks of code have been shortened to just one paragraph. Functions are really good to use. Okay, now let's make a comment called main code so we know what our next line of code is going to do. So this comment line starting with the hashtag symbol isn't part of the code run by Python. It's like a label to help you understand the program, or like a comment. So if you come back to the code later, you know what it stands for. Okay, now let's write t.screen BG color, which BG means background color. And let's make our background color dark blue, because the night sky is not black, it's dark blue. And then let's draw_star. Let's use that function and set our parameters. So 5 is going to be our points. We're going to have 5 points on a star. 50 is going to be our size. We're going to have our size is going to be 50. And then our fill is going to be yellow. So our star is going to be colored yellow. Then our coordinates are going to be 0, 0, right in the middle of the coordinate plane. The turtle draws a yellow 5. That line of code that I just wrote will draw a yellow 5-pointed star, size 50, in the center of your shell window. This line calls or runs the function. Okay, now let's run our code. Hopefully this works here. Okay. True. Perfect. It drew a star. Python just drew our star. Perfect. Okay. So far, so good. Let's move on. We're almost done. Okay, our code is almost done. Let's start by importing from random import random. Okay, write that code in your shell window. Right below import turtle st. We're going to import the random module to create random types of stars with different colors, sizes, and points. Now let's mix things up by adding some random numbers in our code. Okay, that's basically that code summarized. Now let's create a loop. We're going to make a new change to our main code section. It's going to add a while loop that continually randomizes the parameters used to set the star's shape, size, and color, and position. Okay, so under T, okay, let's take the draw star function out here. Actually, let's keep it here, but let's put it a bit down, okay? And let's create a while loop, while true, but PTS, which is going to mean points. Two plus one. Okay, that's going to be our points. Random size. This is going to be the size of our stars. 10, 50. It's going to be either 10 or 50. 10 to 50. The sizes, so the biggest star can be 10. Will be 50, but the smallest star can even be as low as 10 in size. Now let's make our color completely random. So we're just going to import random. Random again. Random one more time. Okay. Now let's make a random x coordinate, which can be between negative 350 all the way to 300. Any of the points in between. And now finally, our last random import is going to be ran y, which is going to be our y coordinate, which can be anything between negative 250 all the way up to 250. Okay, now let's finish this off by using our draw star function down here. And let's change these values to ran points, which means random points, random size, random color, and random x, and finally, to finish it off, random y. Okay, now our code should run, and you should see a starry night. We're going to run our project again. The window should slowly fill up as the turtle draws star after star in a range of colors, shapes, and sizes. But before we do this, when the turtle is drawing, you rather not see the turtle, right? Unless you want to. But remember, there's a command you can use to make the turtle invisible. Let's add a new line to our program under #main code. T.hide turtle. Okay. We can also adjust our turtle's speed. I'm gonna make my speed 200. You can make it whatever you want, depending on how fast you want your turtle to go. See, as I made the speed 200, the turtle is drawing your stars much, much quicker. But if you make your speed less, it's gonna draw it really, really slow. As you can see, our program is filling up with stars and more stars all over. The same thing should happen on your screen. If it's not happening, tell me in the comments. I'll be sure to get to it as quick as possible. Python will continuously put stars on the shell window until no coordinate combinations are available. So it will be a long time before it's finished, unless you make your speed even faster. Let's try to increase our speed even faster. Let's try and make our speed like 10,000. Let's see if that works, or that's too much. Okay, I think it works. Okay, that should be good. If you exit your function though, it will show a red syntax error, but don't worry about that because your code is right. It's just that it's not completely finished running. Okay. Well, that's gonna be done for the video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me run this code for you guys to see one more time. Okay, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 200 subscribers, so don't forget to. Okay. Well, without further ado, I'll conclude this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.